Good afternoon. I'm Sunanda Jha from Lavan Investing, welcoming you to our weekly webinar. For today's topic, we have childcare sector dynamics. To know more about the same, we have with us Vijay Raj, the portfolio manager of Lavan Investing, along with different investment managers who would share their insights on the same. So let's get started.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Vijay Raj और आज हम बात करेंगे कि I think unbelievable sector. I think हमने last time Max से बात की थी, Zach से भी बात की, Banyan Tree people, and they said I think child care की बात करते हैं. तो I think child care is ऐसा abstract sector है कि वो बोलना चाहिए नहीं बोलना चाहिए, पर लेट्स टॉक इनटू दैट कि भाई चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर के अंदर व्हाट आर द अपॉर्चुनिटीज वी आर हैविंग. तो भी हम लोग इसमें कपल ऑफ स्टॉक्स की बात करेंगे जो ASX पे लिस्टेड है. पहले हम लोग वो चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर के ड्राइवर्स क्या क्या है, व्हाट आर द ड्राइवर्स बिहाइंड द चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर, और उसका पूरा एज एन इंडस्ट्री कितनी है, कितनी बड़ी है. सो एज एन इंडस्ट्री इफ यू टॉक अबाउट, तो इट हायर्स अराउंड 15,000 people and it around 14-15 billion dollars. So I mean it's a big industry, and same as government की family tax benefit subsidy है, चीजें है. But again let's talk कि भाई ये इंडस्ट्री क्या है, what is this industry, what is it. और इसके अंदर दो बड़े अच्छे स्टॉक्स हैं जिनकी भी हम बात करेंगे. एक था G8 Education. तो G8 Education में it's a quite a large company as well. उसके बहुत सारे चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर, हम उसकी बात करेंगे. एंड साइमल्टेनियसली हम बात करेंगे मेफेयर चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर की as well. So as an industry, if we will talk as an industry, how is this industry, where the industry is going, what are the drivers of this industry, और इसके अंदर प्रॉफिट है, ऑपरेटिंग मार्जिन्स है, कंपनियां ग्रो करे, तो ऐसा है कि हाउ द थिंग्स विल गो. तो हम उसकी डिटेल में ज्यादा बात करते हैं. Okay, so let's talk onto the first slide and we take it from there. Pooja, tum kya bol rahe ho? What is your opinion? I think you are women and a mother as well, so I think you can speak better on this topic. But couple of key statistics before I go on to this whole thing. So there are 7,500 child care centers in Australia. Almost 1.3 million children going into the child care center. Approximately 98,000 people, 986,000, sorry, getting the family tax benefit. And almost the most important, Pooja, can you guess how many babies were born in 2020? Because those babies will go into child care center. So last year, approximately 294,000 babies were born in Australia. Okay, so I mean, born babies are the key drivers of this industry. But the industry can be divided into two parts. So पहला कि भाई 0 to 5 years की जो बच्चे हैं, how they will be into that, and after hours child care centers and organized child care center, private sector, small child care centers. इसकी डिटेल में बात करते हैं. So Pooja, back to you, please. What is baby boom and what is the big picture, please?
Yeah, so talking about baby boom, you were right that we always start with the big picture first and then gradually work down our way to the investment options. So यहाँ हम बात कर रहे थे कि why child care is a booming industry that leads to parents seeking care for their children either through family members, child care centers, because in the next few slides we will review these specific demand drivers of child care industry. So yeah, moving to the next slide. So here we are talking about the demand driver where Australia experiencing a bit of baby boom in recent years. The reason for fall includes obviously affordability of childcare, the stress of managing a career and parenting very young children. So that's where this will subtract the demand for childcare because homeschooling during the COVID-19 has been started already. So women are already managing their home as well as the kids. So yeah, moving to the next slide, next slide please. So this is the unemployment rate where the parents of young children are increasingly employed as shown by this national unemployment figure, which has trended down over the past 30 years. Next. So this is the labor force participation rate, where we see that this has continued to rise steeply over the past 30 to 40 years. This means more and more of the population is gainfully employed, leaving fewer parents and family members at home to care for the children.
Yep. So Pooja, I think ये तो जो तुम बात कर रहे हो तो बेसिकली कि भाई जो वुमेन पार्टिसिपेशन है तो पहले औरतें घर पे बैठती थी सो 70s और 80s में एंड देन फिर अराउंड तो आज की तारीख में आई थिंक स्टैटिस्टिक्स देखें तो अराउंड ऑलमोस्ट 70-80% वुमेन काम पे जा रही है सो आई थिंक दैट इज तो अगर काम पे जा रहे हैं तो बच्चा संभालने वाला चाहिए। अब ना दो बड़ी चीजें हो रही है इसी के अंदर। तो एक तो पहले पीपल वे गेटिंग मैरिड एट 20-25 पे हम शादी करते थे, अब 35 पे शादी कर रहे हैं। तो 35 पे जब शादी करेंगे तो पहले 2 बच्चे होते थे तो बच्चे एक हो जाएंगे फ्यूचर में। Max, what do you say? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, look, the pressure is, यार सही कह रहे हैं आप, you know, pressure is increasing financially. यहाँ पे आपको रोज आए दिन आपको सुनने में आता है मीडिया में कि you know, it's very hard for first home buyers to enter the market. They have to, you know, save for 15 years or something to enter into Australia, Sydney or Melbourne market for first home. तो उसमें फिर तो ये, you know, both husband and wife or partners have to, you know, be out working. So if they're out working, I mean, who's going to be looking after the child? You know, so we're not living in a vertically integrated, वो जो होता है ना, multi-generational family unit we used to, you know, grandparents and all the larger family living together. That's no longer the case. So someone's got to look after the child at home.
Yeah,
so,
but Max, the problem is this way. The problem is this way, that the housing prices are expensive and people getting married later. So now up dekho, so initially the people were getting married at 20-25. Now people are getting married at 30-35. So, and now for 5 years, so the baby, I think where a lady can become a mother, the time gap is instead of 2 kids, I think 1 kid is the future. That's what I see at this moment.
I agree with that.
The fertility rate and those things are much lower.
I agree with that. I think people are, you know, going on to university these days. They're doing a degree, 1 degree. They probably don't get a job on that. So they go, you know, there's job insecurity. So they go for masters or they go overseas to work. All that takes time. You know, I know so many people around me that have, you know, including myself, I got married at the age of 36. So, you know, it takes time to build a career.
For you, you had a couple of girlfriends, so that's fine. That's what that was your problem.
I'm glad my wife is not here.
Oh, I'm sorry, just a joke, okay? But I think let's put that back to you. I think these are the drivers we need to be very careful when we talk about the childcare industry. Put that back to you.
Yeah. So yeah, next slide, we can see that workforce participation has, you know, peaked. So that's where, you know, we can see that this is quite impressive. Australian adult females have one of the highest labor force participation rates in the world, even ahead of the women living in the US and Europe. So yeah, this is the female participation in workforce. Next slide, please. So this is what we were talking since the last few slides. The unemployment participation rate is, you know, lower. The workforce participation has peaked. So this is early this decade after the COVID situation, the scenario has been changed. So then will, you know, trend lower in the coming decades. This I feel will place great pressure on women as they usually take the primary career role for both children and their aging parents. Next slide, please. So, similarly, if we see here, this shows while our labor force participation rates will fall due to more seniors retiring, but the pressure on younger adults. So, yeah, next slide, I would like my colleague Bhavishri, if she can, you know, put some highlight on the demand driver where the woman has to manage between the aging parents and the young children.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Pooja. So as we mentioned earlier, that women have increasing pressure on them, and on one hand to participate in employment due to housing affordability issues, and on the other hand, they are trying to balance the caring responsibility of both children and parents. So now it's worth mentioning here that while women are increasingly being employed, they are still not being able to work full-time hours, and the key reasons are, shown here, maybe their top caring responsibilities. So can you move on to second slide, please? Yeah, another drive of demand for formal paid childcare is obviously affordability and cost. Now, there are two parties that pay for childcare in Australia, that is parents and government. Both of these parties are increasingly budgetary pressures. Move on to next slide, please. Now, this brings on to the next topic of the appetite for parents to absorb increasing childcare cost in the future. I see parents struggling to meet childcare cost in the future. In the first slide, we see that shows the median household rising from around $20,000 per annum in 1990 to well over $60,000 per annum. This chart doesn't account for inflation. Yeah, next slide, please.
Bhaveshwari, इसके अंदर ये बोल सकते हैं, you can say this words is, देखो अगर just कि जो चाइल्ड केयर की कॉस्ट थी अभी तो रिसेंटली एन एवरेज 0 to 5 years का बेबी है तो अराउंड यूजुअली दे आई थिंक यूजुअली 1 to 3 days, so 25 hours of child care is needed technically, and then so out of the whole market, so 60% अगर तुम देखो तो we talk about the small babies, I mean the kids 0 to 5 years, so that is a 60% market, and then the 60 to 70%, and then the rest of the market is around after hours, so where the women. But now the problem here is, so one driver is see, the trend is my best friend, I mean whatever happens, but if the trend works well, then the things work well. So I think iske andar the government cost is there, but samajhne ki koshish karo. There are 3 years back there were childcare centers were less. Now there are oversupply of the childcare centers, 7,500 childcare centers. तो कोई भी चीज का ओवरसप्लाई होगा तो प्राइस तो कम होगी. So that's my, हम लोग उसकी बात करते हैं, but वो एक जरा सोचने वाली बात है. Okay, Max, am I making sense?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the biggest issue right now in the childcare service market is oversupply of childcare centers. And उसके पीछे एक key driver है कि जो real estate investors है ना, obviously वो commercial real estate में invest करते हैं, जिस तरह ये सर्विस सेंटर्स जो होते हैं, क्या नाम है अपना, ये कैलटेक्स और इस तरह के, या फिर वुलवर्थ एंकर लोकल नेबरहुड शॉपिंग सेंटर. अब इंक्रीजिंगली जो है SMSF funds and investors are going into child care facilities as landlords. तो उसमें वो because there's so much capital looking for return, तो वो बना के दे देते हैं. वो कहते हैं ऑपरेटर्स को आ जाओ और इसको ऑपरेट करो, वो भले ऑपरेट कर सके या ना कर सके प्रॉफिटेबली. So ये एक इशू है.
Yep, no, absolutely, I agree. Bhaveshwari, back to you.
So the next is the work from home detector. So another driver of demand is most recently working from home trend, which is since COVID-19 struck in 2020. Now you can see here that majority of the working population who can work flexibly would like to continue work flexibly. This will reduce the demand for hours required as the local child care center, and particularly the demand at the long day care centers, which is before and after school hours. And now I would request Vijay to continue.
So oversupply of the childcare cost increase होगी, कि इंडस्ट्री कहाँ जा रही है. So out of 7,500 जो childcare centers हैं, तो उसमें जो public listed companies जो है वो है G8 Education, and then we have Mayfield Childcare. Now दूसरा एक Good Start करके था. If anybody aware of ABC Learning Center that got busted in 2008. So I think that was taken over by Good Start. So I think that around 2008. So I think उसकी number of childcare centers देखे किसके पास कितने हैं, that can give you an idea. So I think so सबसे बड़ी कंपनी अगर देखे तो Good Start है. तो Good Start है around 649 childcare centers है. G8 Education के पास 470 centers है. And बाकी Koo is one of the oldest. I think around 1895 में चालू हुआ था. My goodness, I can't believe. चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर 1895 में भी थे. Good. हाँ, उस टाइम पे भी औरतें भी थे, आदमी भी थे, तो औरतें उस टाइम पे काम कर रही थी. Very good. Something good to know. And तो I think अगर ये सब मिला के देखो तो 2000 ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हाई लेवल सेक्टर के अंदर almost 2000 है, around 1500 2000, and rest of the time are small private operators that are running up the shop. So अभी इसके डिटेल के अंदर बात करें तो क्या क्या चीजें होगी, that if you go to next slides, तो कितना एक्सपेंसिव इज ऑस्ट्रेलिया का सबसे इज द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर? नो, वी गॉट द न्यूजीलैंड. मैक्स, न्यूजीलैंड, हाउ कम न्यूजीलैंड इज द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव वन इन द चाइल्ड केयर कॉस्ट?
विजय, न्यूजीलैंड में ना इंसिडेंटली बहुत सारी चीजें बहुत महंगी हैं. वहां पे पेट्रोल भी बहुत महंगा है. यहाँ पे $2.50 का पहुंच रहा है. वहां पे तो बहुत अरसे से है. यहाँ पे over $2. It's just New Zealand housing market is more expensive. It's just the structure of the economy. It's got just a high cost base. तो उसमें ये भी एक part of life है कि child care is very expensive there as well. Yeah, it just New Zealand will surprise you in a whole range of cost items where they're higher than other countries. I don't particularly know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you कि basically तुम्हारी cost ही high है, labor cost ही high है, तो real estate highest. I think real estate भी काफी उनका high है. तो ये सभी जो they are the main drivers. I think you got real estate, the rental cost, and then you got labor cost. So this and it's a labor intensive industry anyway. So that gets more expensive anyway. Next, please. Again, I talked about these things as I take the same figures, that number of around 60-70% का child care वो है, and कि जो बच्चे छोड़ देते हो and they continue करते हैं. Outside school hours की बात की जो 30-40% मार्केट की आपको बताया कि वो है, and family day care center जो 10% पे है, and all these things people get the family tax benefit as well, and उसमें child care को सब्सिडी और रिबेट मिल जाता है. So next please. तो अगर उसके अंदर वही सेक्टर को रिपीट किया तो इसके अंदर देखो मेजोरिटी तो वही आ रहे हैं, इसके 70% वही चार्ट है अगर वही रिपीट हो रही है. सो बेसिकली द मेन मार्केट इज एन प्राइवेट सेक्टर प्लेयर्स एंड ऑर्गेनाइज्ड चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर. सो दीस आर द मेन ड्राइवर्स ऑफ द होल इंडस्ट्री. ओके, नाउ अगेन ड्राइवर्स की फिर से बात की. सो डिमांड फॉर फॉर्मल एजुकेशन वॉलंटरी, इज इट अ गुड ड्राइवर? 50-50, नॉट दैट इंपॉर्टेंट. इंक्रीजिंग कंपटीशन, यस. तो हमने वो भी बात की कि अगर इतने सारे चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर्स है, अगेन देखो माइंड वेल, 2018 के अंदर 315,000 babies were born in Australia. 2019 305,000, and 2020 COVID 294,000. So that's again 5% decline in number of babies that are produced. I can't use the word produce. बच्चे कम हुए. So अगर बच्चे ही कम है तो इंडस्ट्री भी तो कम हो जाएगी ना. So it's as simple as that. But anyway, प्राइस इंक्रीजिंग, अगर नंबर ज्यादा है तो प्राइसिंग, बच्चे भी कम है और नंबर्स ज्यादा है तो देयर इज नो रीजन कि हाउ थिंग्स विल बी ड्राइविंग. डेवलपमेंट लेट नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. हाँ, एक इम्पोर्टेंट है कि मर्जर्स से एक्विजिशन. मर्जर्स से एक्विजिशन में अगर देखो तो कंपनी इतनी ज्यादा नहीं है. सो आई थिंक बट अभी तो इधर ये हो सकता है कि जैसे बहुत सारे जो अराउंड 4,000-5,000 जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर ऑपरेटर्स है वो वहां से बिग चंक में से चले जाए, एंड दैट इंडस्ट्री बिकमिंग मोर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. दैट इज बट देन दिस शुड पीपल दिस सो अगर बट I doubt it. It means there is a lot of funding that can be happening. Then only this can work. But that's again a second side of the coin. And I think उसमें से अगर कोई कंपनी वो लेवल पे है तो I think G8 Education and Mayfield. But still, let's see how the things are. But we have to look at the future that's coming up and how the industry turns out into next 1 or 2 years. Okay, अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं, दो स्टॉक की बात करेंगे. So Max, up to you. And I think आप लोग बड़े अच्छे एनालिस्ट हो, तो आप बात करेंगे तो मेजर की G8 एजुकेशन की बात करेंगे. आप उसके बारे में कुछ बताओ. और दूसरा था जो मेफील्ड बारे में बताओ प्लीज. आपकी टीम, आई थिंक वी गॉट चाय एज वेल. चाय, तुम्हें हिंदी आ गई? चाय, you know Hindi now?
Sorry, yeah, I'm pretty fluent now, I think.
Very good. All the best. I hope you are my good friend. Oh, yeah. So,